If you have been following the Depp-Heard case even before the trial started, you are well aware that James Franco's name has long been in the mix in the Johnny Depp-Amber Heard chaos. This is because James Franco allegedly had an affair with Amber Heard while she was still married to Johnny Depp, and there is evidence to support this claim. Johnny Depp previously testified that he believed Amber Heard of having an affair with James Franco while filming the Adderall Diaries in 2015. But what might have transpired during the recent events in the trial concerning James Franco? What are the new things that Amber Heard has revealed in court? And what was the dynamic between her, James, and Depp at the time? We'll find out the answer to that in this video. But first, make sure that you subscribe to our channel and you smash that notification bell for more updates on this. Now, let's dive in. When Amber Heard worked with James Franco during their relationship, she claims Johnny Depp's animosity for him led to clashes. Heard initially appeared in the 2008 comedy Pineapple Express opposite Franco. Heard then reunited with Franco in the 2015 crime movie The Adderall Diaries. While still engaged to Depp, in May 2014, she shot the latter film in New York while Depp was filming Black Mass in Boston. Heard detailed the nightmare of arguments she and Depp had over her renowned co-star during her second day of testimony. She said Depp was mad at me for taking the job with James Franco. He hated James Franco and was already accusing me of secretly having a thing with him in the past, since we had done Pineapple Express together. He had already been upset with me and accused me in many arguments about not telling him about scenes that I had. If I had a kissing scene, Heard said any sort of romantic scene, and I was explicit about what I was going to do. Then I was accused of having withheld information and hiding it from him. So I didn't want the fight. Of course, I didn't want the argument, but I had to kind of eggshell tiptoe around how to tell him when I had any sort of scene like that, the Aquaman actress said. Heard said that when describing her scenes with Franco to Depp over the phone, he became upset and screamed at her. She said, almost as if I had told him that I had had an affair. He was that angry at me. Heard recalled being nervous to see Depp next, as she planned to fly to Boston to go with him to Los Angeles for his daughter Lily Rose's birthday. When Depp got on the private plane, I just knew in every cell of my body something was wrong. I could anticipate that there was no win situation here, he said. Heard claimed she attempted not to engage while he questioned her about filming a love moment with Franco, including whether he slipped a tongue during the kissing. She said Depp was saying extremely horrible things about my body, about how I liked it, how I responded. Then he started taunting me directly. I know you liked it. He called me a go-getter. She claimed he called her an extremely offensive word for a woman and had other bad terms in front of the plane security and attendants, which embarrassed her. Heard said that she stood up so slowly to get out of the talk and not aggravate him any further, and he began hurling objects at her, including ice cubes and spoons. Heard remarked when she stopped responding to him, Depp slapped her across the face. It was the first time something like that had happened in front of anyone, she explained. She testified that she felt his boot on her back when he kicked her, leading her to fall to the floor when she tried to walk away and change seats again. No one said anything. No one did anything, she said through tears. You could hear a pin drop on that plane. You could feel the tension, but nobody did anything. I felt so embarrassed that he could kick me to the ground in front of people. Depp, who has testified under oath that he has never struck Heard or any other woman, mentioned the alleged 2014 Boston to LA flight incident earlier in the trial. He acknowledged that they had fought the night before and that Heard was actively looking for a fight with him. He stated that he was not feeling any discomfort when he boarded the plane and was taking opiates at the time, disputing that he was inebriated. I was sitting on the plane, scribbling in my notepad, knowing she was ready for a fight. He explained that she would verbally hackle, bother, accuse, poke, prod physically, psychologically, and emotionally until he decided to hide. He fell asleep in the airport restroom after locking himself inside. I eventually started recording on my phone. Heard explained, because I knew Johnny wouldn't remember what he had done. Prior to this testimony, Heard had also detailed an incident in which Depp allegedly turned violent after they attended the Met Gala in 2014. To be clear, James Franco and Amber Heard met while working on the film Pineapple Express in 2008, which was their first collaboration. Since then, the two actors have formed a deep bond that they call friendship, or so they say. Johnny Depp, on the other hand, claimed that they were together and that this was a contributing factor to their breakup. Depp's lawyers also have reason to believe that the two had ample interaction with one another. It was announced following the release of a video in which Amber Heard can be seen with Franco in an elevator, shortly after she claimed Depp hurt her, and just around 24 hours after she and Johnny had a massive altercation. Heard's legal team had claimed Franco lived in the building around the time of the incident and simply took the elevator together. Depp's attorney said this is simply not true. This is when Amber reportedly stated that Johnny had given her a black eye. In an official statement at the time, Johnny had stated the following: "I have vehemently denied Miss Heard's allegations. She walked into court to obtain a temporary restraining order with painted-on injuries that witnesses and surveillance footage showed she did not possess each day of the preceding week." In light of what Johnny had said, if these bruises were fabricated, then James may have something to declare given that he was with Amber as shown in the surveillance footage. And if it is proven that these bruises were not real, coupled with the fact that James had knowledge of this, then he may find himself getting embroiled in another legal matter that he would rather do without. Time will tell. Depp said that he filed the lawsuit not only to clear my name and restore my reputation, but to attempt to bring clarity to the women and men whose lives have been harmed by these types of actions and who have been repeatedly lied to by Miss Heard purporting to be their spokesperson. However, despite the fact that James Franco had been called to appear at court before, he has been reported to ditch this trial, along with huge-name mega businessman Elon Musk. While the two celebrities were widely expected to testify, the Washington Post can now exclusively report that they will not be in the courtroom in Fairfax, Virginia. The guys will not appear in court to offer their accounts, according to the New York Post. Musk's lawyer, Alex Spiro, stated that the Tesla CEO will not testify. Meanwhile, a source close to the case claims that the star of The Disaster Artist will also refuse to testify. Despite all the refusals, both camps have not released any statement yet as to why they are not going to appear in court. But you know what they say, the night is still young, and with all the twists and turns that are currently happening in the trial, we wouldn't be surprised to see more revelations involving the two actors coming in a few weeks. The fact that Franco has been summoned to testify does not imply that he has committed any offense. Being embroiled in Depp and Heard's $50 million defamation case, on the other hand, isn't exactly a positive publicity stunt. Furthermore, while it is not a crime, if additional information about Franco and Heard's alleged affair is revealed, it is possible that the public's perception of him will deteriorate even further. How about you? What do you think will happen next? Tell us in the comments. That's all for today. We hope you enjoyed that video, and if you did, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, and smash that notification bell for more episodes.